So students, today we'll be moving further with the chapter and we'll be learning the opposite of what we did yesterday, how to change numbers into different number system. Given a decimal number, how we'll do that. But prior to that, we will see what are the relationship between different number systems. So all the numbers from 0 to F are listed here and their values are listed in different number system. In hexadecimal, 0 is 0, octal is 0, decimal is 0, but in binary it is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So here we are taking 4-bit notation. Every number is represented using 4 bits. So if you want to represent 1 in 4 bits, so rest of the thing are same, but in binary it is 0, 0, 0 and 1. Now you can see that to represent a 1, I can simply write a 1. But since we are having a 4-bit representation, so rest of the 3 bits which are there on the left hand side has to be padded with 0 or filled with 0. The system is same in the number system, decimal number system. Suppose I want to represent a number in 10 places. Suppose I want to represent a number in 4-bit notation. So you have to write the numbers either in 4-bit if they are, suppose if they are in only 2 bits or 1 bit, then rest of the places in the left hand side will be filled with 0 because it's not changing the number. One number in binary is like 10 or 111. Now if I want to represent it into a 4-bit, then it will be represented as 0111. Same number if I want to represent in 8 bits, I'll be doing 0000 0111. These 3 bits I have written as it is, and now I am putting 5 zeros in front of it. Number is not changed, but the way I'm representing the number is changed now. I'm representing it here in 4-bit. Here I'm representing it in 8-bit. So internally number of wires which will be required for this will be 4-wire buses. For this I'll be using a 8-wire bus. So it depends a lot on the architecture of the computer that you will be seeing in subsequent classes when you will understand the relationship of a programming language or internal architecture with other part of the computers. So here the same way everything is represented. Wherever we are having less number of bits than 4, the leftmost places are filled with 0. Now if you check at the table which is on the right hand side, suppose this number 8 in hexadecimal, it is represented using 1 and 000. So from here there is no issue. We do not have to put extra 0 because for representing 8 you will need 4 bit of binary representation. Now what is the application of hexadecimal number or even an octal number? So basically when you see the computer, everything is binary, and we use hexadecimal number system in computer to specify the memory addresses, because the memory addresses, they are generally 16-bit or 32-bit long. And if we keep on writing the 32-bit number or 16-bit number, it's a very tedious task, writing 16 1 and 0 in sequence or writing 32 1 and 0 in sequence. Now compared to that, you need 4-bit digit to represent one hexadecimal number. One hexadecimal number can be represented using 4-bit of binary number. So a 32-bit binary number will reduce to 8-bit hexadecimal number. So number will get reduced by multiple times, and I will have to write a small number like D6AF. It is representation of this kind of big number. So that becomes very easy to represent the memory addresses. We do not have to write long binary numbers. We can simply write the equivalent of the same thing in hexadecimal. Also, whenever you will be learning software engineering or you will be working as a software engineer, there we to find out the errors in a program, we need to get the printout of the memory dump. whatever things are there in the memory, we used to print out, and that is called the memory dump. And there, if the memory dump is printed using binary number, it will become very, very lengthy. Like if suppose 100 pages are there, that can reduce to 25 pages if I'll use a hexadecimal number, because every 4 digit of binary can be represented using one hexadecimal number. So representing a number in hexadecimal or even in octal, it saves us space. How many number of digit I will have to write, that get reduced. Apart from that, we use hexadecimal numbers in many places in computer system to represent colors. They are also very big numbers. They are generally represented using 8-bit. So I can use a simple 2-bit hexadecimal notation for those numbers. Now next we are going to learn about number conversion, and that is very, very important, not only for this class, for anywhere you are learning computer science, software engineering, you will have to understand how number system works, how we can interchange one number to another number system. So in that, we'll be learning about decimal to binary conversion, how we can divide or how we can convert a decimal number to binary. So rather than going through all these details, I'll simply explain you using the division method. Now you see, it's a very small number, 5. So how we are finding the binary of 5? We are simply using the repeated division. 5 is written here. We are dividing it by 2. Why 2? Because I have to convert it in binary. I'll be dividing a number with the base of the number. So base is written here. Now I'm doing the division. How many times 5 can be divided? 2 times, and 1 will be the remainder. I wrote the quotient here, I wrote the remainder here. After that, again I am dividing this 2 by the base. So this will, now the quotient will be 1 and the remainder will be 0. Now further you can divide 1 and it will be divided in 0 times and 1 will be the remainder. Now we will write the number as 1 0 1. We will start from here and write the number 1 0 1 and 2. So 5 in decimal is 101 in binary. Let us take a bigger number and understand how we are writing it. Number is 11 here. So 11 we are dividing it by 2. 5 times the quotient, remainder is written here. 5 again we are dividing 2 times, remainder is written here. Again we are dividing this 2 and remainder is written here. Again we are dividing this 1 and remainder is written here. So we always write it from this side. This will be your MSB, most significant bit, and this will be your LSB. Always remember, do not start from top and go down. It will be wrong. You start from down and you go up, and you write on the right and move on the right hand side. We write the first number here, second number after this, third number after this, and then fourth number here. So that way we divide a given number into binary number. Very simple. See, one even bigger number is given here, 43. Now 43 we are keep on dividing by 2. A repeated division we are doing, and we are just jotting down the remainders here, and then we are writing the all the remainders here, starting from the very last digit, which will be the MSB, and we start from the bottom and we go up and write on the right hand side of the number. Same way you can use to write any number, whether it's a smaller number, bigger number. For 200, say how 200 is been written. Now suppose we have to convert a decimal number. We are having a decimal number that I want to convert into binary. So there the method will be multiplication and not division. Suppose my number is 5.35. So this 5 I will be dividing and I will be writing 1012. For this 0.35, see what is being done. This 0.35 will be multiplied by 2 and it is written 0.70. Since it is lesser than 1, I have written 0 here. Now again 0.70 I am multiplying by 2, but 0.70 when you multiply you will get 1.4. So this time you will write 1 here and 0.4 will come down. Again multiply, it will become 0.8. Write 0, bring down this 0.80 down. Multiply it by 2. This is 1.6. Write 1 and then 0.6 will come down here. And then again you can multiply, it will become 1.2. Again you can write 1 here. So this way you can keep on dividing. As many bits you want, you can keep on divide and multiply and express all the numbers using binary notation. See, few more examples are given here. 4.8125. 4 is very easy. 1000. 8125. It's a big number. So we are multiplying it and then writing the numbers. If it is greater than 1, write 1. If it is lesser than 1, write 0. And again, write from top. For this one, you have to write from top, not from bottom. 1101. For the division part, we write from bottom and not top. So be careful with this. Now, next one is binary to decimal conversion. How we can convert a binary number to a decimal number. So binary to decimal is very simple. We had discussed it yesterday. Suppose the number is 11011. So we will give them different positions. This will be the position number 1, position number 2, 3 and 4. We will calculate power of these positions and then we will multiply with these digits and add. And that way you can get the equivalent decimal values. Now, if you want to convert decimal to octal, suppose a binary part is done, we understood how to convert a decimal to binary, how to convert binary to decimal. Now, if you want to do the same thing with octal, for octal, we divide the numbers by 8 and not 2. And again, we write down the remainders in each case. So if the number is 266, I can divide it by 33 times and then remainder I am getting as 2. If you divide 33 by 8, you can divide it 4 times and remainder will be 1. If you divide this 4 by 8, you can divide it in 0 times and remainder will be 4. We again write from down and go up and we write 412 and then we write base at the bottom. Now you want to convert a octal to decimal. There is a number which is given in octal and you want to convert it into decimal. So that also has been explained to you in previous class. We use the position and we, rather than calculating the power of 8 2, we calculate the power of 8 because the base is 8 in case of octal. This number is given in octal 372. So how we are writing? We are counting the positions. 3, after 3 there are 2 digits. So we are writing 3 into 8 to the power of 2. Then we are writing 7. After that there are only 1 digit. So we are writing 8 to the power of 1. For 2 there are no digits after that. So we are writing 8 to the power of 0. Or you can use the method I taught you yesterday. Position is 0, 1 and 2. Now simply calculate power of 8 and multiply with these numbers. Now if it will be a decimal number, suppose this is a decimal number and I want to convert it into octal. So this part is very simple. We are multiplying with the power of base or power of 8 and using it. But here we are dividing by power of 8. 6 into 8 to the power of -1 and then we are getting the final value. In case you want to convert a octal number to binary, how you can do? See, for conversion of octal to binary, what we can do, for each octal digit, we can convert a 3-bit binary equivalent. If you will remember this kind of equivalent codes, it is very easy. For 0, it is 000. For 1, it will be 001. For 2, it is 010, 3, 011, 4, 100, 5, 101, 6, 110, and 7, 111. If I know this table, I can simply translate it. Suppose my number is 472. 472 is my number in octal, and I want to convert it in binary. So how I can do it directly? First method is that I will convert octal number into decimal number, and then I will convert this decimal number into binary. But it will become very lengthy. So we can have a shortcut method. We know that a octal number can be represented using 3 bit of binary numbers. Because see, 7, the maximum, the largest number in octal, is represented by 3 bit. So maximum I need a 3-bit number, 3-bit binary number to represent any octal number. So I will directly write the binary equivalent of 4. 4 is 100. So I wrote it here. Now we are having 7. 7 is 111. We directly write it down here. And 2 is 010. So I wrote it down here. Now I will combine them all together. Combine all of them together, and it is 100, 111, and 010. Suppose my number is 5431. Then I will write down the binary equivalent of this 5 octal. This is in octal. This example, it is in octal. It's not in decimal. So for 5 in octal, the binary number is 101 because the table is given here. 4 100, 3 011, 1 000, 001. So just combine all this number and convert it in one single step. If a number is in decimal, it's having a decimal part. What I am doing, for 3, I am writing this number. For 1, I am writing the number for 1, representation for 1, and I am using a dot as it is. So it is 011.001 in binary. Now suppose I want to convert binary to octal. I have given a number in binary to octal, I have to convert. So what I can do there is just reverse of the previous process. We need to group whatever binary number is given. We need to group them into 3 bits starting from LSB. LSB is on the rightmost side. So if the number is, suppose this is the number, this is my number. So from this part, from here I will start and I will group 3 numbers. So this will be one group, 010. This is one group. After that, 111 is another group. Then 001, another group. So we are dividing the number into group of 3 bits starting from the rightmost side. And then we will write the equivalent octal number. Now 010 is 2, 111 is 7, and 001 is 4. So my number will be 472 in octal for this particular binary number. See, numbers are given here, a decimal number. So how we are going to group this one? From left hand side, I will start. This will be a one group. Now you see, for the next number, we are having 0 and 1, and there is no third digit. So I'll put extra 0 there because putting a 0 will not change the number and it will become 010. For the number which is after the decimal point, we start making the groups from the left hand side. So it will be a group 010. Then we are left with only 1. So we will write 1 and after that we'll put 20 on the right hand side, not on the left hand side. Be very cautious about it. And then we will combine it. We will write the equivalent octal numbers for these binaries, and then we will represent, this will be 26.24 in octal. Now to do the same thing, to understand the same thing, how we do it, decimal to hexadecimal conversion. So for decimal to hexadecimal, we need to divide the number by 16 and write the remainders. If you are dividing 423 by 16, quotient is 26 and remainder is 7. Now when you are dividing 26 by 16, quotient is 1 and remainder is 10. Now 10 can be written as A. After that we are dividing this 1 by 16 0 times and remainder is 1. So my number will be 423 is 1a7 to the power 1a7 to the base 16. If you want to convert this number, so divide it by 16, write the remainder here, divide it by 16, write the remainder here, and then write d6 16. Now if I want to convert hexadecimal to decimal, so there I will use the same method like in the binary and decimal, and I will keep on multiplying with the power of 16. We have seen it in yesterday's class. See, the number is 356, position 0, position 1, position 2. So 3 into 16 to the power of 2, 5 into 16 to the power of 1, 6 is to 16 to the power of 0. Solve it, the number is 854. Now, if you want to convert binary to hexadecimal, so we can either do it from binary to decimal and then decimal to hexadecimal. This is one method, or we can use the shortcut method like we did in octal. But here the grouping will be of 4-bit. Why 4-bit? Because the largest hexadecimal number is 15 and it can be represented using 4-bit. So we can divide the number into 4 bits and write the equivalent numbers, and then we can directly convert hexadecimal to binary or vice versa. So if the number is this one, this number is given in binary and I want to change it into hexadecimal, so I'll be pairing it from the left hand side. One group 0 1 0 1. Now after that 1 1 1 0. Second group, and then 0 1 0 1. Sorry, 1 0 1 0, it's right. Then 1 1 1 0. It will not be there. This is wrong. 1 0 1 1, and then we left with 1 0. So we will put 2 extra 0 and write 1 0 here. Now we can convert this into simple decimal number. This is 10. 10 means A. So I wrote it A for this one. This one is 11. This is 10, and then extra bit is 11. So this will be B. This is 2. So I written 2. And this is 2BA. Suppose the number is in decimal now. It's having decimal numbers. So we will do the same thing. But again, we will do the pairing. Here we are dividing 4 bits. Here also we are dividing 4 bits. 0 1 0 1. And then 1 1 0 0. And then we are writing the equivalent hexadecimal numbers. 1 0 1 0 is A, 1 1 1 0 is E, 0 1 0 1 is 5, 1 1 0 0 is C, 13, sorry 12, and then number will be 1 AE 0.5C. Now if you want to convert a hexadecimal to binary, this is my hexadecimal number and I want to convert into binary. Simply write the binary number for these numbers in 4-bit. So in 4-bit, 2 is written as 0010. In 4-bit, F is 1111 and 9 is 1001. And we can combine all of them and write them in binary number. For this one also, 3A6, simply write 6 into 4-bit, A into 4-bit number, 3 into 4-bit number, and combine all of them together. If a number is having decimal place, then we will be writing for the part which is not into decimal, we will be simply doing it as it is. For this part also, 5, I am writing it into 4-bit, C, I am writing it into 4-bit, and then I am simply combining, joining all of them together and writing the number.